proportional relationships in tables. This is our first big idea of Unit 7.2, so we're going to say this starts on page 9. Skip over to page 9. So we're going to write here at the top, Unit 7.2, proportional relationships. Let's get that to focus here for us. In tables. So remember, we're going to look at them a lot of different ways, and so the first one is going to be in tables. So the first thing that we want to take notes on is how to divide fractions. Because a lot of times when we're trying to find proportional relationship, we need to divide some numbers, and a lot. To divide fractions, we multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, so let's go ahead and highlight that we multiply by the reciprocal. Now remember, what is a reciprocal? So let's go ahead and give ourselves a vocabulary term right here. Our reciprocal, all we do is flip the fraction. So for example, 1/2 and 2/1 are reciprocals. Maybe I'll write those bigger. 3/2 and 2/3 are reciprocals. 4/5 and 5/4 are reciprocals. Okay, so to divide fractions, if we want to divide some fractions, all we have to do, see our example here. If we had, let's start with one of our examples from our notes. 12 divided by 1/2. Now remember that this says how many groups of 1/2 are in 12. So if I have 12 cookies, how many groups of 1/2 can I make? Well, remember, this is the same as 12 times 2/1. So then I rewrite 12 as 12/1 times 2/1, and then I just multiply straight across. 12 times 2 is 24. 1 times 1 is 1. Therefore, 12 times 1 1/2 is 24. Okay? So that's all you do. Now what if it's more complicated than that? What if it's 3 1/3 divided by 1/5? Okay, now since this is a mixed number, we first need to turn it into an improper fraction before we can divide. So we can do 3 1/3 to an improper fraction. Remember, 3 is actually the same as 9/3 plus another third is going to give us 10/3. Okay, so this turns into that. Okay, so we can say 10/3 divided by 1/5. Now remember, now we multiply by the reciprocal, so we have 10/3 times 5/1. And now what we do is multiply straight across. 10 times 5 is 50. 3 times 1 is 3. So 3 1/3 divided by 1/5 is 50/3. Okay? So that's our dividing fractions. Notes, I'll make another video on the other notes.